There is a war going on in the White House. Once loyal followers or a commander-in-chief are being fired at the end of every week like in his reality show.
You're fired.
To make sense of the situation, I sat down with a few people to find out more. Student political correspondent Sean Moriarty is a top analyst in this field.
There's a lot of apparent instability in the Trump administration as there's a very high turnover rate of officials. People come in, people leave. Taken as one-offs there, who cares, right? But taken together, I think it's fairly clear that the Trump administration is politically unstable, and President Trump is still looking for the right cabinet members for some reason.
Yes, for some reason. The president is still shopping for the right cabinet. Perhaps he would have more luck if he went to IKEA. To find out why he hasn't settled on his officials, I talked to Woodside High School government teacher Miss Terrio to learn more. What do you think of the recent firings of White House officials?
I think it's pretty, unprecedented in our history. It's only a year into Donald Trump's presidency, and yet he's gotten rid of more than half of his cabinet, which has never really been seen before.
Who knew all the rich, affluent white guys were all actually part of the deep state? They've been donating to the Republican Party for years.
Well, the deep state as a conspiracy isn't really real. But if you're talking about agencies like the FBI or the CIA, these unelected executive agencies, I think Donald Trump thinks that it is their role to serve him, but really their role is to serve the people, and that's kind of why they're not elected.
So unelected officials are trusted to run the country to the interests of the people? That sure worked out. But the president's personal interests are aligned with the people, specifically 1% of them. Trying to force this line of thinking onto our civil servants is normal, right?
There is nobody who has demanded loyalty to the extent that Donald Trump has. But I think if you're talking about strongman leaders like Kim Jong-un of North Korea or Putin in Russia, people who have tried to consolidate their power and surround themselves with people who won't question them, but rather just blindly do what they ask.
Exactly. If President Trump wants to be a strong, manly leader like his best buddy Vlad, he is going to need all the loyalty he can get so he can do whatever he wants. For a more presidential perspective, I spoke with senior class president Evan Farah. Apparently, loyalty is not in the deep state's dictionary.
I think people trying to rein in the current president, I think that's a lot of what the stigma is all about, because I think we have a current president that a lot of people are concerned about national security-wise. He's proven to be sort of unstable on a few occasions. Some people, like yourself, think that that's a good thing, but I think,
of course.
At the end of the day, I think when you have an unstable person, you have a lot of people trying to rein that in and control that.
No way. Did he just call the president unstable? I traveled to our nation's capital to prove him wrong. I'm here in front of the White House in sunny Washington, D.C. As you can tell, everything is perfectly stable at the Trump administration. Everything's fine, there's no corruption, there's no collusion, and most certainly, absolutely no chaos.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now. Out. He's fired. He's fired!
And apparently no VA secretary. So another deep state snake has just gotten canned. How did he get hired in the first place?
I think that's what you get when you have an administration that has no political experience.
Ooh, sick burn, Mr. President. My turn. So as senior class president, have you ever fired anyone for disagreeing with you?
I haven't fired anyone. No, I haven't fired anyone.
Really? Really?
No.
Because apparently it's presidential to shut down people who disagree with you by calling them snowflakes.
Yeah.
And protecting that as free speech.
That is true, Sean. That is true. No, our current presidential standard. No, I don't. I haven't fired anyone yet.
Jokes aside, it turns out that the reason why so many White House officials have been fired is because that was all by design. Our forefathers took every measure to ensure that anything the man in the White House does would be methodically thought over before becoming public policy, which would keep the impulse of any strong manly leader in check. How long this will last against the leader of Trump's caliber is anyone's guess. I'm Sean Zhao, reporting for Woodside TV Live.